At number 5 on the list of things we should expect in episode 8 is Rey's training from Luke Skywalker and Snoke completing Kylo's training. This is something that I think majority of us would expect, but some might be surprised with it. Like, I believe that after Rey arrives on, spoiler alert, not Jakku, that island at the end of episode 7, Luke will give her training, but I'm not sure whether or not, Luke Skywalker will give, Rey any information on her parents. And with Kylo, Snoke will complete his training, and well, I'm pretty sure they'll show it at the start of episode 8, because towards the end I believe that Kylo will be very powerful and he would have completed his training. And I'm curious to find out whether Snoke is like more powerful than Luke or not, and whether he follows the Sith ways or if he has his own ways of teaching. At number 4 on this list is Luke and Leia taking bigger roles. Well, in episode 7, Han Solo took the stage and Luke and Leia, well especially Luke, they were like in the background. And Han Solo won't unfortunately be in episode 8, spoiler alert, because of his death in episode 7, which we all know. But yeah, Luke should be taking a bigger role, because in episode 7 I was kind of disappointed, but I like how J.J. Abrams did it, not including Luke, but you know, I still wanted Luke to be like heavily featured, or slightly more featured I should say, in episode 7. As I said before, with Rey's training, yeah, Luke should be training Rey for the first half of episode 7 on the island. I have to remember the name of that island. And then I reckon that for the second half of the film he should come out of his exile and probably he'll be welcomed back into the Resistance, and Leia will probably be really pleased with that. And he might fight later on in the film, but I don't think so that's going to happen at the start. And there might be a lightsaber fight between him or Kylo Ren, or perhaps this might be really entertaining and intriguing. A lightsaber fight between Snoke and Luke, you know. That should. And moving on, I also believe that Leia, or General Leia, should be taking a bigger role in episode 8, because in episode 7 she had a bigger role than Luke, which is pretty obvious, but the thing is that she wasn't like, she was just in the background, you know, like as a figure, not as someone who's doing stuff like she did in the original trilogy. But in episode 8 I reckon that she would be like making more speeches, speaking about battle plans, and leading the Resistance to victory, which she did in episode 7, but they didn't really shine on that. So yeah, that should be good for number 4. At number 3 on this list we have more of Finn and Poe Dameron. In episode 7, their relationship was a little explored. Like we can see that they can work together very well, like they did in the beginning parts of episode 7. And yeah, you can see the chemistry between them, you know. I don't know, some say that this might turn into romance, and I'm fine with that, you know, but I'm not sure. It's possible. And yeah, it might be a 50-50, I reckon, so far. But the thing is that it's probably already decided whether Poe and Finn have like a gay relationship or not. But a few months ago there was like a rumor that they were casting a female character to be like Finn's lover, but I'm not sure that might be true, might not. But I reckon that whether they like in a romantic relationship or not, they'll like go on missions together in episode 8. It might be, I reckon, towards the start and the middle of the movie, but then towards the end there might be a big action scene and they might take part of that. But yeah, that's all I have to say for Poe and Finn's in episode 8. And number 2 of the list of things to expect in episode 8 is who are the Knights of Ren and what they stand for. In episode 7 we saw a glimpse of what they look like in Rey's vision upon touching Luke's and Anakin's lightsaber. Also, we got more information on the Knights of Ren when Snoke talked to Kylo about stuff, and he also mentioned that Kylo was indeed the master of the Knights of Ren. And I believe that more of the Knights of Ren will be shown in episode 8, whether it's in a battle scene or it's in a flashback scene, which I think that's where they were last time in Rey's vision. And I think that the question who they are and what they do and where they are in the galaxy will be answered because they're allies of Kylo Ren, and Kylo Ren is their master, so I reckon that they will appear and their questions will be answered. And I'm excited about that, to be honest, because these blokes, these knights, have really intrigued me, and their designs look pretty good, to be honest. And they look like they could do some damage to the Resistance, They aren't the old classic stormtroopers from episode 4 or the original trilogy. I think they're probably even stronger than the clone troopers or even bounty hunters. But anyway, that's all I have to say for the Knights of Ren. And number 1 on the list of things to expect in episode 8 is who are Rey's parents, or at least some background information about Rey. In episode 7 we saw Rey patiently waiting for her family as she recorded on a wall for how many days they've been away. And although we don't know who that family is, I think we'll find out in episode 8. Also in a vision that Rey got when she touched Luke Skywalker and Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber, showed that Rey is a little girl and that she was crying. In the distance there was a ship leaving, and it seems like that ship probably is Rey's family and that she's leaving her, or it might be a guardian of some sort. There's many theories around who Rey's parents are and how she was born. I personally believe it's Luke's daughter, even though it's a little too obvious. But I reckon it's a Skywalker story, as many have mentioned before in the Star Wars panel. So that's why I believe Rey is Luke's daughter. Although there's many other theories. She might be Han Solo's daughter and Leia's daughter, which is unlikely, I believe. And she might be Kenobi's granddaughter or great-granddaughter. I'm not sure. So that theory is that Obi-Wan and Duchess Satine from the Clone Wars might have a child, and their child might be Rey. There's also another theory that Rey's an incarnation of Anakin Skywalker, which is pretty interesting to hear. I'm pretty sure someone from the story group or Star Wars panel mentioned that they're going to introduce new stuff into the sequel trilogy. So it's possible, but I think it's a little too extreme, to be honest, for Star Wars at least. Even though like an expanded universe has been much worse things or much more extreme things. Anyway, that's all I have to say for Rey and Rey's parents. Actually, wait, there's another thing. There's another theory about whose Rey's parents might be. Rey's parents, yeah, they might be some outsiders actually. Maybe other survivors from Order 66 or other Force sensitives. That was another theory. And this is one theory that I've created about Rey as well. I've been thinking, oh, you never know. She might be Ezra Bridger from the Star Wars Rebels series. She might be his daughter. You never know. Or maybe even Kanan Jarrus's granddaughter. Probably not Kanan Jarrus's granddaughter, but maybe it might be Ezra Bridger's daughter. Well, yeah. Comment below if you think it's Ezra Bridger's daughter. And yeah, that's all I have to say for this week. For this list, I mean. Thank you guys for watching, and give a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in another Star Wars video.